The sun rises over Sunderland, a city by the sea, close to a perfect mix of countryside, town and the golden sand beaches of the northeast coast. No matter the weather, dogs and people are out enjoying this little corner of the world. As we all know, life happens to us humans, which can often affect the welfare of our canine counterparts. Fortunately, a group of passionate dog lovers are here to bring peace of mind to the dogs of Sunderland. Lisa has loved working with dogs all her life. 5 years ago she set up Happier Days for Strays and vows to be the go-to guardian for the local at-risk and stray dogs.
Basically, I was working as an out-of-hours dog warden, freelance, on a night time, which I used to pick the stray dogs up. Also, I took a lot of them stray dogs home, what didn't get homes at the end of it, so that started. I used to fill it in different charities in the Sunderland area, but it came to the point where I was just getting asked for a lot of dogs to get help with, so I took the plunge and created Happier Days for Strays. Ultimate goal is to help every dog in Sunderland and keep all the streets so we haven't got any stray dogs on there. Anybody who's in hospital, you know, we need to help them out. Basically look after all the animals in Sunderland and surrounding areas, you know. Make sure they're not in danger or anything like that.
Yeah.
Hello, Happier Days for Strays. Oh, hi Lynn. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, we'll look after Meg for you. When is the ambulance? Is the ambulance coming for you? Okay, darling. Just leave the key in your holder, and we'll get her out as soon as possible. Yeah? Okay then. Right, don't worry about it, you just get yourself to hospital. Okay, bye. That's Lynn, it's a lady who she's disabled. She goes in hospital now and again. Obviously she's got to go in today, she's had a bit of accident, she's in a wheelchair. Basically we'll go over there, get Meg out, put her in the foster home. When she comes out of hospital, Meg will go back with her.
Meanwhile on the road, volunteer Janice is on her way to pick up Rodney, a young dog whose owners can no longer give him a home.
I need to take the dog to the shop and I haven't got permission to phone the vets. I'll phone Wendy, I'll say what condition the dog's in. I don't know I just know that it's got a baldy patch on its head, so we need to say, and then I'll phone Wendy and say this dog needs emergency vets. They're really good, the vets, because we have that many dogs going through.
They understand when we're late as well.
They understand when they absolutely no bother, honest. I mean, sometimes you can be like half an hour late because I could pick this dog up and then something else could come in, you know what I mean, on my way home. Is it?
Rodney's owners are parting ways and have asked her not to appear on camera. The process of surrendering the dog includes the volunteer collecting as much information as possible. This includes details of personality, health and history of behaviour.
I know. You're lovely. Very nice for that.
Rodney's owners are moving into separate living arrangements, neither of which are able to provide a home for Rodney. It breaks their heart to have to say goodbye to their much loved pet, but life is just doing its thing. After an emotional farewell, Janice takes Rodney back to the shop and gets to work on finding him a foster home and prospective adopting owners.
It's good. It's good with dogs, it's good with cats, and good with children. It's only a puppy, so it's only 7 months old, so it's be easier to train. If you're interested, I'll give you a ring back at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Right, bye.
Lisa and her team of volunteers work tirelessly to care for the dogs. Often their cases of strays can be heartbreaking, so to bring their success stories together for dog shows make it all worthwhile.
We do one in May, and we try and do them like summer and winter. We do 2 a year. Sometimes we can get 3 in a year as well.
We do these for the indoor ones, and the outdoor ones we do at Steph's farm. There's a farm down the bottom which lets us show us our facilities are outside field and stuff like that. So we do them in the summer and then open here in the winter.
Hello, darling.
I think it's one of the bigger dog things. We rescued him when he was only a baby. He was only a year old when he came into Happy Days.
She's a therapy dog as well, so goes to dementia homes.
Oh, does she?
Yes,
That's amazing,
so
that.
she's just the right size to sit on beds and things like that.
And
so
does it make the...
Oh,
the
the
lover?
lover, absolutely love it. It's funny when you hear them like singing to them and they say, I've had dogs all my life, and then a nurse will say, but they never speak the rest of the week and they speak to the dog.
Speak to the dog. I'm like that as well. I'd rather speak to dogs than people.
In 4th place we have Ziva. Well done, Ziva. Thank you.
Ziva.
In 3rd place we have Poppy and Frederick. Well done, Poppy and Frederick. In 2nd place, Lily and Dexter. Well done, Lily and Dexter.
Well done,
Thank you. What do you say, Jen? Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
In 1st place, we have Ruby with matching jumpers. Well done, Ruby.
A day of competitions, prizes, raffles and games. These enjoyable family and dog days are a major source of fundraising to keep the organisation going. Back on the road, Lisa is collecting Meg as her owner has been taken into hospital.
She's originally from us. Our original owner died, and she was kind of age 13 then.
Right.
And Lynn's dog had just... Her owner died, and Lynn's dog had just died. So we matched them up because she's ideal. She doesn't run away when the doors is open and things in the wheelchair and that. So she's ideal. So she'll be waiting to foster now till we get out.
How old is she now?
She's about 16.
There,
So she's already off to hospital. I says, get to hospital. I says, because we can get her because we've got the keys to get her.
Fortunately, a local foster family has cared for Meg in the past in similar circumstances. She is offered to take Meg in whenever called upon.
Well, yeah, this is the house, yeah. Right. Oh, we're back. There we are. There we are, Meg. There we are, Meg.
Meg is familiar with this home. She and resident rescue Buster get along really well. She's welcome here anytime by fosterer Mavis.
When I lost my dog, I went to Sunderland because there was a rescue there, Wendy's Ark, and there was a little Yorkshire Terrier, and I've never had like a really little dog before. Anyway, I got this I went on the Friday and I got the Yorkshire Terrier on the Saturday, and I told my dad I was getting a Rottweiler, and when she went straight to my dad's, I went there on the way back, and she jumped up on the sofa and sat beside my dad, and that was it. It was just love from then on, you know. And I had her for 8 years. She was 8 when I got her, and then when I lost her, it's so hard, you know, when she had to be put to sleep as well. And when I lost her, I just knew, you know, there's like something missing in my life. I always wanted a dog.
Yeah.
Then I got him and got her. I don't know how long ago. Hello, my darling. Hello. Can you remember me?
Full-time university student Sam finishes studying during the day, then on an evening she joins the team of volunteers. Tonight she's taking Rodney to a new home where they're looking to adopt him. This young family all love dogs, and they're hoping to give Rodney a new home.
So Rodney came in, he's gone out on trial to that home with View to Adopt. So we'll give them a trial with the dog and make sure that the dog's suitable for them and that he settles. And we'll then come back and do the adoption with them, hopefully.
Before she heads home for the night, Sam's got one more call to make.
These two dogs, Dylan and Bree, family are unable to care for them anymore. So they've surrendered them both to us. I moved Dylan out and he went into his home last night, and I'm here now to move Bree out for them.
These owners love their family of dogs. However, as there are now 6 of them, 2 are being passed on to Happier Days for Strays.
Come on, girl. Come on, girl. So this is Bree. She's absolutely beautiful, aren't you? Hey? And we'll hopefully find her a good home as well, like her brother. Okay, come on in. Come on, girl. Straight in, nice and easy.
It's the dawn of a new day in Sunderland, but the work has never stopped for Lisa and her team. Overnight, it was found that Rodney and the family weren't a match, so it's back to square one, and he's looking for a new foster carer.
Worked out for him. He's been a bit boisterous. He hasn't been naughty. He's just not the right dog for them. You know, they've had the trial, and so he will be going to foster today. As for Meg's still in foster, but when Lynn does return from hospital, we'll be going to take Meg back to Lynn, and as soon as she gets out, as soon as she's able to have it.
The work that Happier Days for Strays are doing is admirable. It never stops, and the stories that they uncover are as heartwarming as they are breaking. This series will follow their journey and the sacrifices Lisa and her volunteers make every day to be the guardians of the dogs of Sunderland.